Gabriel is trying to find trust and balance within the group, I think,
Mhm.
a little bit. And then I'll quickly skip ahead because otherwise I'll go through every conversation. Then we went to the pub and we had a plan, like we were going to go into the fog, but obviously Yanni can't come with us. My mum's said like it's probably best if I go and use my magic outside of castle. And then I went into the pub with the group, feeling a bit more confident. Cook and Sean were already there, I feel, weren't they? They were doing something else. They were already there. I came in and I was like, "Look, do you want us to go out?" And they were like, obviously, they don't really like me. They don't really trust me. But they were like, they had no other choice. So they were like, "Yeah." And then I kind of made a bold assumption. Basically, they weren't brave. They were scared.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when it kind of got a little bit, shall we say, nasty a little bit. And he was like, "Well, you can go out in the morning then, or
Yes.
sunset or whatever,
Yeah.
sunrise." So yeah, that's what I remember. Obviously, there's going to be loads more, but that's kind of what I got written down and stuff.
Yeah. No worries.
Go
Sarah,
me.
you
Is
were.
it a C at least?
I'd give that. I'd give that a solid B plus.
Yes.
I'm kidding. He's all gays. So Sarah, you and Sean were next. Anything you two want to add to anything that you think I might have missed?
I
Sean
don't
failed every
remember.
perception check under the sun.
Yes. I don't remember a lot. I don't like have any notes for that session, and that was true. I wrote some down, but I don't. Have you got any?
No.
Okay.
Yes,
I
Ryan.
remember obviously what Ryan said.
Can I be helpful for Sarah?
Yes, please.
I don't think Sarah did too much. Like being honest, I think she was more like in the background, looking at people, watching what they were going to do and stuff. She was helpful in some conversations, weren't you?
Yeah, I spoke to Dora and was saying about how Dora's character was creepy for following a child, and
yes,
that was more or less it.
It was more of just not necessarily doing things, but more of like RP
It was more
session for you, where
watching,
you
I'd say.
were
You was more
watching and
watching.
observing. Where you did have a lot to say. Well, you attempted to have a lot to say to Dora's character, but
Yeah,
you, like everyone, no one really got through to that situation.
yeah,
You did agree to go with Gabriel into the
yes,
fog. You only kind of willingly did that when he was going to do that. So I'm assuming that was more of a trust kind of thing, that he's going to do it, meaning that your character's developed a little bit more of an understanding with him than any of the other
yeah,
players so far. You kind of like basically said that your job now is to take care of Yanni. Like
yeah. Sweet
you
boy.
you've made it kind of like I'm making sure no one touches that boy.
No one touches him.
Mainly the person that won't leave the boy alone, which is Dora's character.
Yeah.
So there was a bit of that. I did write, yeah, Sean. Sean went with Henrik down to the pub at first, and basically you had a couple of like, what I would say, like a couple of attempts. So like he's having a bit of issues at the moment with his sinuses, and he just kept failing every check I gave him. So bless Sean. Hopefully, do better in this session. Uh, Lives eating at the moment, so we'll go to cook.
Hi.
Hi.
Forgive me if my throat is a bit scratchy today.
That's
So
alright. So is mine. It's gonna be great doing voices.
yeah. So we were at Gabriel's house, technically his mum's. We sort of stayed there for a bit, contemplating what we were doing. All the while I was filling up a bucket with all my bits and pieces.
Blood.
I feel like that today. I hope that this campaign isn't tied to my health, because otherwise I'm in trouble. At one point, I actually speak to Oh, I've forgotten her name. The little elfin child.
Yanni.
Yanni, that's it. Uh, I found it a bit curious that she was outside on her own when she wasn't doing what she was saying that she was going to do, and I thought,
Just to let you know, in case anyone thought differently, Yanni's a boy.
I thought Annie was a girl. I don't know why.
No, yeah, Yanni's a young elven boy.
I thought he was a boy. Yeah, I was going to say he was a boy.
Serves me right. So yeah, we had a
That'll be the
discussion.
voice I do for him.
We talked for a bit. Uh, then I went back in. There was talk about a little search party going on to find this thing. I went in to the inn with Sean's character. Dean, is it?
No, he's called Stephen.
Stephen, that's it. And yeah, we just had a talk around. We actually heard from first-hand experience the guy who went into the fog and came out of it.
Yes.
Kind of. I mean, he was drunk.
Yeah, a man called Samson.
That's it. That explains why I wrote down Samsung. I thought I was thinking of a phone.
So the guy Samson had been in the fog, and basically he'd come in telling his story and basically just getting pissed as he does so. Yeah. Sorry, continue.
We met. No. It helps. We met up with James, who I think is one of like the leaders of the search party, or like he's a father to one of the children. I can't remember exactly. The rest of the party comes in, very much like a western. Everyone stops and just turns. Nobody likes the idea of Ryan's character being there, or Dora's character, who's a full-on dark elf.
Yep.
And then I make the recommendation of using the dark elf as bait. That's very sly on my part, which is intentional. And then they suggest of going to go now. So we would be the first people to actually go out into the fog before nightfall, I think.
Yeah, basically the gist of kind of what happened at the end is you kind of put a foot forward in agreeing that you were going to go out into the fog. The townspeople didn't particularly like it at first, but with Ryan's kind of input with Gabriel and Cook's input with Henrik, they kind of influenced it so to you as a group going out together and being the first ones while everyone else is leaving at sunset. You get to leave at nightfall.
I did like the idea that I had to go along. It's like, excuse me, what?
Yes, because it was your idea to use the elf.
Prick.
So they were like, yes, fine, if you're going to stick up for this elf, then you can go with them, basically, was the gist of it.
It wasn't. It was not my intention, but I'm stuck with it now, so...
But yeah, that was kind of the general gist of everything. There was a few like little obviously minor interactions of things and bits and bobs here and there, but generally that was the whole kind of gist of it. I'm just trying to see if there's anything that you might have missed. I've got Snowflake came out to the group. It's a very strange sentence to say, but yeah. But also the one point that might have been missed is Snowflake actually has found, I think actually Ryan, you might have mentioned this, but Snowflake found a blood trail in a direction. If anyone remembers.
Yes. Sorry, I should have said that.
No, that's all right. It's part of Liv's section. But Liv, found basically a little trail going out into the woods of a specific direction. But no, I think that's everything else. Everything else is being kind of caught up. So, Liv, are you with us?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll start off with a little introduction bit. And then we'll kind of get going because basically where you have left off at is basically you are still in the tavern. We left off with he's finishing off with just this kind of like demise of what would happen and the outside. Oh, that's one thing. Does everyone remember the mother that went out into the fog?
Yeah, she didn't die.
Yeah,
She did die.
So
She wanted
obviously, technically, your characters haven't seen this.
Dora
Only
was
Dora's.
really brutal to it. Dora went like to her. Didn't she go something like, "Her mother needs to her child" or something?
Yeah, just let it go.
A child needs its mother. That's what she was saying. And just like, go.
Yeah, I remember.
Just go join your child. Oh no, you didn't tend us. Oh well, not my problem anymore. Turn around.
I've actually got a theory already.
Well, we could start off with a theory before we crack on.
I think Dora isn't away. Do you know what I mean? Maybe her and Emma are doing a side sort of project where she's the baddie.
No.
Is there something wrong with your eye, Ryan? You do this.
Absolutely not. And if there was, I wouldn't tell you. No, but sorry, getting on with it though. Can anyone hear the fire that I've put on?
No.
Nope.
No.
Can't hear that. Okay, never mind. I don't think this mic picks up excess sound that's not voice created, if that makes sense.
I think that's what it's supposed to do, so you don't...
Yeah, which is obviously what it's supposed to do, which is fine because it creates an atmosphere for me. But if anyone wants to put a little...
It was £10.
Tavern... Yeah, it's 10 quid, guys. I think I can change it to pick up out-like sounds, but I'm not going to do that right now. I think it's fine, just picking up me. But yeah, you want to give yourself kind of like a atmosphere of basically we're back inside the tavern is basically where we're starting off with. Okay. There's a strange atmosphere of mist inside the Hound. People are scattered amongst the old tables. Collective groups are varying as the locals all gather. Many sit and drink. Some sit and wonder, questioning what is happening outside. More than anything, what has happened to the children. There is the mother of one crying in the corner. This was not a well-known place for children, though it has had its generations consistently leading on to the next. You sit, Gabriel, wondering how could it have come to this for the people of the town. As you glance across the table to this array of strangers you have now found yourself with. Eden, a somewhat gentle soul in this harsh world, you don't know what to make of him yet, though his spirit is kind and his actions seem so. You've never met a firbolg, but you've heard of them. Why is he truly here? What is his purpose?
Oh shit, sorry.
And again, why are any of them here? Henrik, this elusive human who has wandered into town, begins to walk over to the table after having spoken to James. James, whose eyes are on him the entire way over, until he meets at the wooden stool. He diverts and walks over past two men who you have come to understand very well. Traders from the outer lands. This is still from like Gabriel's thoughts. So this is people you know, Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
Traders from the outer lands. Ricky and Roger. Ith holders. Or traders, particularly Ith traders. Sat on the table drinking while a box of Ith lay trapped on the top box. Ith is a very popular trade market in some places for their magical means. Stephen is to your left. You've noticed him by the consistent scratching on his hands, starting to go, you read and take a glance, noticing him like, grasping at his eyes twitching and his nose getting rather irritated. Something is off. He seems irritable. You say nothing until suddenly you feel a tap on your shoulder as Paul, for all of you, arrives at the table. Now, obviously, before we just get into it, Liv's currently, from what I've gathered, because I see it hiding, she's in a pocket that you have, right? Alright, just so I can be clarified as to where everyone is. So I've kind of created, like, you're on basically a circle table, everyone. After being told that basically, Henrik, you have to join everyone else in the going out hunt to find out what's going on, you will eventually find yourself at the table with everyone else. Now, Paul has come up to you, Gabriel, and has tapped on the shoulder. Gabriel!
Hi, Paul. What do you need?
He begins to just sit down and squeeze in, kind of mushing you over to the side even a little bit. He goes, excuse me, sorry. Excuse me. He gets in. He goes, what are you doing in here?
I'd like to ask you the same thing.
I come in here all the time. Well, only for business, but I've been told I have to come here. They're sending me out.
Well, that's what I am in here for. I came to see if they wanted my help, but you know what they're like.
Pay no attention to them, they're all arseholes. Well, no, that's pretty mean, actually. No, I don't mean all arseholes, but you know what I'm trying to say.
I know. Well, and I sort of like glance around the table with my eyes, and I go, these guys seem alright. They're all strangers from me, but they seem cool.
Yeah, you know, you've got. He looks up towards Eden, who's like this really tall firbolg, who's giant compared to Paul, and just goes, "Yeah, really, really big friends. You're still a very tall fella." Looking up towards you.
Yes,
Oh.
I am quite tall.
My worry is that you've made a little bit of an entrance here. I mean, I'm not saying that's bad, you know. Do whatever it is you want, but we're not those kind of people. But Gabriel, we keep our heads down.
Maybe I'm just sick of keeping my head down now.
Oh, yeah, I know that. Your mom's told me that you're heading out into the woods.
Yeah. What do you think's out there?
Oh no, I'm being sent out to the Western Article, so I'll be heading opposite direction at you. Quickly, on horseback if I need to. I need to get to them quick enough if I'm to warn the capital of what's coming.
Oh, is there any way me and you can keep in contact from a distance?
Possibly. I could speak to my cousins. You know, they're all full of stuff. Maybe there's something I can grab off them before I leave. A scroll, maybe. A sending stone, maybe.
Aye.
I don't.
Aye. I'm gonna head to the butcher's before we leave as well.
I quite will want to see you before you head off.
Yeah.
He turns towards the rest of you, who are currently out in the open. If you're taking Gabriel out there with him, if you don't help him or save his life in any way, I've got people that can find people.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
What? I'm just trying to.
Are you threatening us?
No, I don't threaten. Absolutely not. Absolutely. So that's what it is. No, it's more just passing advice to be careful and take care of. And he starts patting Gabriel on the shoulder. My good friend here.
So your advice is, if we don't keep your friend safe, you'll... Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay, Paul.
he starts like ducking himself underneath the table, and he goes, "I'm just gonna hide behind your big friend here. The human kind of frightens me."
Hey, Paul. Paul,
Okay.
maybe when we see each other next, you won't be wearing that ridiculous coat.
There's nothing wrong with my coat. Leave it be. Got this
What
off a
does his
really
coat
cool.
look like?
It's like really big.
It's way oversized, like way oversized. Like, you know, the point where like cuffs are like
Yeah.
drooping down like big kind of thingies. It's made for like maybe a very large human.
Yeah. I'm
But
gonna look
obviously,
at him and I'm gonna be
not.
like, I like your coat. It looks comfortable.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
you
Right.
you like his coat because it fit you.
That's not why I like it. I just said it looks comfortable.
Hey, if I find a wizard, right, or something, they can, or just a really good tailor, they can make it fit me.
I get a little bit offended by that.
You've never offered, so shut up.
Go on horseback. See how far you get.
He goes, "Yeah, that's if the fog don't kill me. I don't have a choice. I either go when we're in the capital, or I don't go, and children die. Or me, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. What if I step into the fucking fog and I'm gone? Oh shit, I could die." Gabriel, what if I'm going to die?
Oh, we're all gonna die.
I know, but I don't want to die just yet. I've not even been with a girl yet.
Me neither.
Same here.
I don't need to hear this.
Well, you're hearing it.
Oh, you're old enough. You've probably been with plenty of women. Wait, is he old for a human? I can never tell with their wrinkles and everything that they get.
It's
I
none
don't
of
know.
your business.
I
Henrik,
don't know.
how old are you?
Just our game, did we actually establish how old I was?
I think so. You gave kind of like a rough estimation. 1 minute, let me get you stuff up.
I've
I'll let you guys guess how old I am.
Yeah, do you want to guess how old Fairy is? Go on.
Is
Okay,
it
like
more than 2 digits?
I'm gonna go like 100 and something.
Did I ever write it down?
Yeah, I was gonna say like maybe 300. I don't know.
Okay, so
Um,
I put down
I mean,
16, but like given where we are now, what would it?
16 from when? Sorry.
Uh,
I'm pretty sure it was like you weren't too old. I'm pretty sure it was like between 30s to 40s. You weren't old. Like you weren't too old. I'm pretty sure. I said I'm pretty sure you're in your 30s.
we'll just say 31.
Right.
We'll make it
It's
canon.
up to Liv
Yeah.
if she wants to diverse as Snowflake how old she is.
It's canon now, 31.
I'll let you find out soon.
I should say now, I don't divulge my age, but
Mm.
we'll just say that's what it is.
Sorry, where's Sean?
He's sat next to me. I'm here.
Ah, cool. Just making sure. Sean, roll me a Constitution check.
Have we all got drinks? Because I'd like to go to get a drink.
None of you's have got drinks yet. No, so I can say.
I'm on that one.
Oh, fuck.
Oopsie.
It's like me again.
Okay,
Oh, dear.
who was sitting next to him? So who's on
They're
on
not-
the right?
Don't you
Was
disrespect the dice that Emma gave me?
On the right was
I've just stopped myself.
Gabriel. On the left, I'm putting Cook. So, Ryan, roll me a d4. 1 to 2, it's Cook. 3 to 4, Ryan.
Oh, hang on. I got a 1.
1, so it's Cook. Okay. So as you are all there sitting and discussing, Sean, you begin to get like this very strange kind of like twitch in your neck. You're just like, you're like looking around like it's irritating you. You're trying to just like kind of thingy to it, and your like jaws beginning to ache, and you're just like, oh my god, like it's irritating you really badly. So to kind of like do something in quick panic, you grab hold of Henrik's hand and you bite it.
Ah!
I won't let you take damage because it's just a bite to the hand. It's not going to do anything to you. Well, it does hurt. And he just does this randomly in the middle of it. Just like, and you were like, ah!
I take my hand off him and then punch him.
Roll to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but can I roll to dodge?
Are you a rogue? No.
No.
So no. You've not got a carry dodge.
I got 12.
And you weren't prepared. And you got nat 1, so no, you don't, Sean. 12? What's I'll put just what's your AC, Sean, actually?
What's your armor class? Do you have your app? Depending on what it is, depends on whether or not you take the app.
Everyone needs to app up.
10.
Okay, he hits. Then it's 10.
10? Oh yeah, he hits. So as you all see, suddenly like he bites Henrik's hand and Henrik just pulls it back, goes, oh, and docks it right in the nose. Oh.
As soon as I do that, I say to him, "Have you got a screw loose?" What's the meaning of that?
Sean, you don't know what came over you, just kind of like came to you all of a sudden, this urge.
I don't know. I just had this urge to like do it.
Have you eaten anything in the past couple of days?
No, you've not, Sean. You've still got your rabbit that's just sat in your bag. You've not actually eaten.
No, I haven't.
Well, I advise you get some grub before you start eating the rest of us.
Ryan, you've got up to go get drinks, is that right?
Yeah.
Question, are you getting everyone drinks or just you?
I'm going to see how much it costs first.
Paula, just before you go, because he will need to go, he says, just before you go, and you see he gets up, he goes, I'll be going in roughly like probably 20 minutes, so I'll go see my cousins now, and if I have anything for you, I'll bring it over before I go, yeah?
Aye.
Alright, see you in a minute. And he pats you on the arm and heads out. No, so you go to the drink now. You're going to Troy, who is the person that mostly Henrik's been speaking to.
Yeah.
But at the front, he sees you coming over. And he's got his hands like kind of out across the bar a little bit. You can see he's nervous. You know, he's never been cruel or nasty to you, but he's also never been necessarily favorably chatty or like, you know, welcoming.
Yeah.
He sees you coming over and he goes, "I'm making a bit of a scene, Gabriel."
I apologize. I just wanted people to know that I'm not scared.
Hi. You come for a drink?
Aye, if I'm allowed.
You're allowed? Yeah.
As it may be my last.
What are we having?
I've never really had a drink, so what do you recommend?
Well, the ale's alright. Got some whiskey. Depends what you fancy, something strong or something simple. I got a
Let's go
dark
strong.
ale. Dark ale then. Hmm? You see, he comes over and he starts giving you a little bit of a spiel, almost as if he's trying to like divert the conversation in his way of selling it to you. And he keeps pouring it out. He goes, brewed this up in Staven, he said. It's meant to be all buttery. Made by a dwarf, I think. He starts coming over.
What is it? Oh, sorry, what does it smell of?
He said it's described as buttery. When you kind of smell it, it has just that kind of strong yeast kind of smell, but that undertone of like that butteriness there.
May I
just
ask?
A little bit.
May I ask how much he's poured?
He's only poured like a little bit, not a full pint at the moment, just a little bit, so you could see if you'd like the idea of it.
How much is this, Troy? May I ask?
Guys. I'm just getting my listings up there with me. Oh, pint, here we go. Where is it? Oh, probably. I'll say as a first normally, but you are a local. I'll do it for 3 cop.
Aye. Can I ask how much he's poured out now? Sorry.
Oh, he will do you a full pint of what he's given you for 3 copper.
I'm gonna need 5 shot glasses as well. Or 6 actually, including myself.
He does. Now, it's not proper glass, by the way. It's more of just like these little clay tiny pot things. So it'll be that. But yeah, he gives you your full pint, which is in a wooden tankard, so you can't properly see it because they didn't have.
No, that's fine.
But it's like in a tall wooden tankard, and he gives you like these little tiny clay, what would be like shots.
When he does it, I begin to put them. I begin to like pour into the like shots, basically into the clay shots.
Never seen someone share a pint this way before.
I've never known people to be so scared of fog before.
So scared of what was that?
Fog before.
You're right. It's a new one for me.
Thank you, Troy. I appreciate not throwing me out.
I'm not a cruel man. I just don't like conflict. And sadly, some people come with it unwarranted or unwilling. Sadly.
Aye. Well, if you don't mind, I'm gonna take my drinks to my friends now.
Friends, huh? You see, he looks around and goes, be careful what friends you make.
I've never had friends, so this will be the first. Well, actually, that's a lie. Pal's been good to me.
Don't worry about that, boy.
Okay, I'm gonna like take the drinks and head back to the table.
No worries. You begin to head back. Now, Liv, just to let you know, because you're in his pocket, you heard all of that. As you're beginning to head back. Now, as always would kind of I'll say, like, kind of in your own spaces, Gabriel begins to bring back tiny little clay pots of what is a strong, dark, buttery beer ale. And passes it all to you to have a drink. It's up to you whether your character likes ale, but there you go.
I got buy some drinks. I'm not really good at this, but it could be our last, so I thought bringing the team together. That's all I say.
He passes shot glasses, right?
Mm-hmm.
I look at it and I turn to him and say, "You do know we're not halflings, right?"
It's all I could get. I'm sorry.
I can't even imagine how it's gonna look in my hands. And I
In your
just like
hands is
hold
like
mine
the
up and like
tiniest
sniff
little.
it.
You're
and be
like,
like,
okay.
That'd be like a whole bottle for me.
I lift my glass up and I go to friendship. I
friendship?
Sure.
I feel like I'm holding it like this. See?
I feel like this is exactly how it would go. A bunch of strangers, and one of them's like, "Let's be friends." And they're all like, "What?"
the thing is, we're all shitting it really. So.
yeah, absolutely. This is a pre-up to be like, we might die, so let's prepare ourselves.
Yeah. Can I pretend to drink mine and like just try and secretly throw it over my
Yes,
shoulder?
roll me a sleight of hand, please.
Right, let me check what it is.
Liv, while you're in there, make me a perception check. Oh,
I got a 19.
oh, our iPad died. Wait to see if Liv comes in. What was that? A
19.
19. Oh, nice. Yeah, that'll be everyone's perception check. So, as far as you guys were, yeah, Eden downed the drink, but for you, it was a quick.
What was that?
There's ghosts in here. What's that banging? But yeah, so subtly and quickly, no one even really noticed anyone even around. Actually, let's see if anyone notices.
Sorry, my iPad died.
Oh, that's alright.
Fine.
It's okay.
So you just hear someone in the back going, huh! That's it. But yeah, you slickly put it over your shoulder.
Yeah, I feel like Eden's never drank before and doesn't want to start.
No, it's yeah, it's probably not something you would have drank a lot where you're from.
I say as soon as we're all had our drinks and that, I say to everyone, "Well, I guess this is a bad time to ask. Have any of you ever had any training regards to hunting, tracking?"
Sean, you have. Yeah, Sean, you have. Everyone else, no. Just in case anyone was unsure.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, I need tracking and like hunting. You haven't. Nobody else has.
Oh yeah.
Are you answering Cook's question?
Yes. Are you saying yes? I do. Oh.
Yes, I do.
Right. Well, I'd probably say for the best of everyone that you get yourselves equipped, get us whatever rations you need. I'll talk to James over there, see if I can get us some maps. Unless you, Gabriel, have maps of the area.
You personally know, but you know someone who does.
I don't know, but I may know someone.
It might be very useful.
Also, just because you're a hunter doesn't make you more, what should we say, the advantage. Give you the advantage. It's good you got that skill. I'm not saying that. But don't think by any chance. And I point to like Sarah's character, and Dora's character if she's there still. Don't think that we won't be able to hold our own, because we will.
Are you sure about that?
Aye.
Because I'm going to be honest with you. If at any certain point you are in peril and I can't reach to you, you will most likely die.
Can I be honest with you? If you're gravely in danger and you need my help, I will always be there. No, don't say anymore. I just have another sip of the. If there's any more out or left or anything.
I then leave the table to go and look for. Actually, no, I don't. I just sit there in silence.
Okay. Liv, she's back.
Yes.
Can you roll me a perception check, please?
Mm-hmm. Let me just go on my app.
Because I'm terrible with character names. Sarah, what is your character's name? Just so I know.
Eden.
Eden.
Yes.
Non-natural 20.
Non-natural 20. Nice. Okay. Whilst this is all going on, you feel a deep, strange, sensational presence reaching out to you from afar. Now, I don't mean from afar. I mean it's someone within this ring.
Yeah.
It feels familiar.
I know what it is. I think I know what it is.
It feels hopeful.
Yeah.
Scared. In fact, terrified.
Is it another if?
It's another if. You sense another if calling to you.
Okay.
But it's you sense it, but there's nothing more. It's almost like they can't do anything else other than give you this feeling coming to you.
Can I do something?
Mm-hmm.
Can I do message to Gabriel?
Yes.
I'm gonna say to him. So this is telepathic, so only you can hear. I say, Gabriel, I really need your help right now.
Can I talk to her back, or do I just have to talk into my shirt?
You don't have to do it. You can. It's mentally, so you can.
Okay.
You can choose to reply aloud, but
No.
be allowed. But you can just reply mentally. Yes.
Hi. What do you need?
I can feel another me here in this room.
I can see them. Yes.
We need to help them.
I'm sorry, not here.
Why not?
These people hate me. I go to save a knife, they'll attack. We won't make out this bar alive.
When we, if we leave the hound, or if we leave the place we're in now, if we speak to the group, is there any chance we could come up with a way to help them?
I need to go see a friend before we go.
Yeah.
Someone who may have particular set of tools, shall we say, that might be able to help.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. If
That's
not,
all.
then it's just gonna have to be one big distraction.
Okay. I can make a pretty good distraction.
I also say as she goes, I'm sorry.
It's all right.
All right, Emma.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk to Eden if I can.
Mm-hmm.
Eden.
Yes.
I need to go see a friend before we leave. Would you accompany me on this trip?
Yes, I will.
It's only down the road.
Okay, no problem. I'll come along.
I want to go see the butcher.
You want to see Qui-Gon? No worries. Okay. Are you like just kind of like letting everyone know that you're getting up? Like,
I'm gonna let everyone know where I'm going. Yes,
Yeah.
but I would like Eden to follow me.
Mhm.
And then I'll say to the other guys, I'm going to go see a friend who may have some tools for me before we leave. Whoever wants to come is more than welcome, but I'm gonna take Eden with me, as I feel that she might help with something else. And Henrik and maps. I'll see what I can do about that.
It might be best to come with you.
Okay, that's fine.
And then I get up and I
Sean,
follow.
are you all going?
You coming as well?
Yes.
I go to Sean's character, Steven. I go, Steven, are you finished biting people? We need to go.
Are you finished?
Yes, I've stopped biting people.
Are you sure we can get you a chew toy
Or muzzle.
or a bone?
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
By the way, Gabriel,
Yeah.
happy St. Patrick's Day.
Thank you. Last thing I'm gonna say before we all leave, Emma, because they were. Did you actually all say that to Steven's character, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and make a joke because Gabriel's not very good at making jokes. I'm gonna go. Hi. I could see as the butcher's got a lead.
That's
Henrik makes something of a half smile. He's like,
Okay. As you all begin to lead towards the butcher's, having
Yeah.
your quick drink and heading out, well, for those who did, you quickly, as you're heading out, get stopped as you're heading out, just by Paul. Again, he said he wouldn't be long. As he's like coming over, like, Gabriel!
Oh, you okay?
I'm alright. I spoke to Muppet. He told me to pass you this, and he gives you a pebble.
Mhm.
It's more meant for a family, but she knows us.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I
I've
have
got the other one, so it only works between the two stones, so it only really work for me. So, but if you need to talk or message in your journeys,
I appreciate that. I look forward to hearing from you.
or I'll try and not just to let you know, it only does one message a day. So
That's fine. How
it'll
about
be
every day at noon?
every day at noon. Quickly write that down. So don't forget. Every day at noon. Okay.
I have one more favor, Paul.
And you see, he goes, okay, but then I've got to go. They've got
Okay,
a
this
meal
one's
ready
quick.
for me and
This
everything.
one's quick. This one's quick.
Why?
I'm looking for maps.
I probably think Muppet, and yeah, the Thistlewood's wood, I think, or Qui-Gon maybe.
Okay, maybe I'll ask Quagle.
I heard he has been looking for you. He didn't come to the hound, but he never does.
Neither do I. Oh, and this guy needs a lead.
He looks towards Sean. Is that euphemism or something?
I don't know, but he just started biting people.
Biting people? Was he need a muzzle or something?
I said that.
He goes, "Why did he bite you? Did he?"
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I I
Not sure.
I will hug Paul,
He hugs you back.
and I go, meditate. I'll keep you safe, my friend.
And he goes, you and your lords. He goes, pulls out. Now you know he does worship a lord. He's not the biggest fan of the tailor, but he understands he's very respectful to your belief in is. You do know is an origami worshipper.
Yeah.
And you see, he repeats to you though, something that your mother says to you because he knows it's respectful. He goes, "Boy, and ice and grim and all that stuff." Right, hands on your shoulder up to you. I'll see you soon.
At noon.
I wish me luck I don't die. I'm about to go into the fog.
Emma,
Wish
I
me
have a
luck.
question.
Yes.
What is an origami follower?
So an origami follower is one of the origami is one of the lords. She
Yeah.
is basically seen as like a mother. She's the artist, what's called the artist. She's the one
Yeah.
that crafts basically all of you, everything. Everything that's made in this world is crafted and designed by her. And basically in that stage she's seen as like a mother nature kind of thing. It's also, one for travelers, one for peace and people, very loving, doting. Originally, she is very seen as that mother nature kind of figure. But that's kind of the general gist of it. She's clarified as a womanly face, but hard to tell. Like a lot of the statues, basically, imagine a female statue but draped in white. Is the best way I could describe it.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. No worries. Yes, right.
How much copper did I use for the drink? I didn't put it down in my.
Three. Yes. You ain't cheap. If you want a bit of water, that's free. But no. He begins to head off towards now the opposite direction of where you guys are even thinking of going. The western side. Now he is heading to the western article, which is closer, heading towards the capital.
Okay.
It's like in between.
My direction now is the butcher and then Quaggle.
Quaggle is the butcher.
Yeah. Oh, of course, yeah. Sorry.
But yeah, so I think all of you are beginning to head towards Quaggle's. It's not too far away. Sean, you've already been there, because you're the one that got the rabbit from him. Now, he sees you, Gabriel, coming, and as he does with his like massive pipe of smoke and big chunky self-plates himself, he goes, "Gabriel, hello, come."
Quaggle, my friend, how are we?
I heard you made it to the hound.
What can I say? I'm feeling adventurous.
You're growing some balls. I like to see it.
Quaggle, we need your help.
Didn't I give you one of my rabbits? He points towards Sean in the background there.
I look back, like Sean's character. You bought a rabbit?
Listen. He wasn't listening.
Are you not listening, Sean?
Sorry, I've got a bad stomach.
You can still hear. It's not affected your hearing.
It must be loud if it's that bad. Like just, gurgling.
Listen, please. It is one of the things I mentioned. So, he was talking to you. He said, "Didn't I sell you one of my rabbits?" And Ryan asked you. You bought a rabbit?
Yes, I did.
One of the good ones too.
It was.
Have you eaten it yet?
No.
He's too busy eating people, apparently.
Yeah.
He bit his hand, and I'll point to Henrik.
We need a lead, Quaggle.
People don't taste nice, son.
don't
Wouldn't
have to
recommend
tell. You don't have to tell me.
it. He doesn't know what to say to that, actually. I'm going to say he just looks at you very peculiar, like,
Qui-Gon, we need maps.
maps? I've got one. I've got a map. I got a map. And you see he gets up and begins, like, struttingly, like, because he's quite a big fella, begins getting up, brushing his beard as he kind of does, goes in for a minute. Very small kind of place, interior-wise, but all of his equipment's basically outside. And he comes out, dusts it off a little bit, the scroll that he's got. Yeah. There we go. It's a bit dirty, but it'll do.
I ask him because I imagine the look of it. It's quite old.
Yes, it's old, and you're gonna have to take care of it to keep it in good condition.
How old is this map?
Oh no, 20 years. Picked it up on a market once when I went to the capital. Okay.
And this is up to date, right?
Mostly, give or take.
What do you mean, mostly?
You'll have the basic places you need to know, but if there's new settlements, probably not.
I'm grateful, nonetheless. Thank you.
Take care of it. It's a bit fragile.
Now, what I'm gonna
Emma. Oh, sorry. Go on. Go on.
what I was gonna do
Mm.
is while everyone else is talking to him, I'd want to unscroll the map out and using my little diary that I have with me, I'd want to make a copy if I can.
Okay. So you're not proficient in forgery, I don't think, so I will allow.
Emma, I was going to try and use a cantrip.
You can. Bear with me. To just start doing a copy, roll me a sleight of hand. I don't think you're adept in forgery, so I will say
I
let's
am
just
not.
say straight slight roll.
Yeah.
What cantrip did you want to use, Brian?
Well, I'm guessing this map's old, torn, like, got bits missing maybe. Can I use mending on it?
If it gets damaged, yeah, you can mend the corners, make it whole again. If it gets torn, I'll allow you to make it through. It won't fix the artwork, if that makes sense. It'll recreate. So, say if it gets torn or gets water on it, you can dry it out and like recreate it so the quality of it goes through. But whatever artwork gets damaged will be permanently damaged. It doesn't recreate art; just fixes material matter.
I'll just make it look a little bit nicer for Henrik anyway.
So, like, whilst you're like clearing it out, copying it out. Sorry. Gabriel does come over at one point and kind of just holds it and touches it for a minute, and kind of like in that very seamless, you see little kind of threads of green and green and gold that you were going for, green or black.
It's green and black, just sort of stitches together.
And begins to restitch little corner edges that are broken, those little tears, and the paperwork begins to feel fresher, newer, and the quality does get improved. Obviously, no artwork gets improved, but the actual paper itself looks a little bit better.
I turn to Gabriel and say, I'm sure your friend will be quite happy with this. Although, having said that, looks like some of the spots are still missing on here. You can't bring back the detail?
Just a bit that are torn.
Find yourself an artist. They'll normally help you out.
Thank you, but I don't think that would be necessary.
It looks towards you, Eden, and he goes, I've not seen a firbolg in quite some time.
Oh?
Did you know one called Penny? You've no idea who the fuck he's talking
No.
Hey, tall us like you, bit bigger. Really long ears, you've no idea.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
Ah,
You do realise that not every firbolg knows each other.
he looks towards you, Gabriel, and he goes, is that not a thing?
I don't think so.
He takes a step back and just goes,
My
"Oh, well."
my next favor though, I don't know how to go around this one. Okay, I'm gonna ask him this. I need lockpicks or something to pry open the lock.
I'll say he goes into the back. Now you gotta remember he's a butcher, not a smith.
Can I whisper to Snowflake that I'm gonna try and get some lockpicks to undo some cages if I can?
Just quickly, Cook, what did you get for your sleight of hand?
Oh, sorry. I got a 18.
18.
All
Oh,
right.
not too long then. Yeah, not too long.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say like 10 minutes.
Okay.
18. You pass that on to whisper down to Snowflake about the lockpicks. Now he comes back. Now he doesn't have lockpicks, but he does have basically like
I'm guessing like
more like
small tools. That's what I'm guessing.
small tools. Yeah, like he's got something that kind of. It's not really a proper knife. It's kind of like it's more of like a carving knife, but it's small enough that you can kind of use it to wedge into things. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's got kind of like this like kind of twisted tool that he uses to hook things on. And he goes, "I got no lockpicks, but I got these two. Put them together, you might be able to fiddle something around."
Hi, that'll work.
What's that for?
In case I get into trouble. I'm going out to the fog.
The fog? Why?
I'm gonna go rescue them children. I'll see what happens to them, at least.
What if it takes you?
And it takes me. I keep telling you, Quiggle, death is just another adventure.
He's very strange, this boy. He keeps going on and on about laws. It's a strange hobby. And then he just pats you on the head. Very well. But if you're going out into the fog, don't die.
Or great advice, Quiggle, as always.
What other advice is there? Go out and do die? What would be the point in that?
He makes a point.
See,
Quiggle.
firbolg gets me. I have a thing with the firbolgs, you see. They understand me. I think it's my nature.
I'm gonna be really cheeky
I'm
here.
sure.
Quiggle.
Yeah.
As your loyal apprentice for so many years, and because you have a love of furballs, any cheap meats going, we can have the journey.
Roll me investigation with advantage. Because you're his boy.
I'll use this one. Okay. With advantage, so double. Ooh. Just going on to my app quickly. Did you say persuasion, Emma?
Yes.
21.
21. Okay, he's gonna look at all of you and goes, I got what? 6 mouths to feed? Coming out my count right. No, four. Technically, he only sees 4 people. 4 mouths to feed. You've got a fucking rabbit. He goes round goes back through. I'll say, because he didn't have too much of a lot, he pulls out 2 smaller rabbits, like almost like not buddies, but a bit bigger, like.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. It's not much, but you've got to leave me with a little bit of stock.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
For you and the firbolg and your human friend. Humans, friends. With humans. His eyes like, I thought I was the only human you loved in your life.
Before I leave it.
Oh,
go on. Good, sorry.
do I hear this conversation?
Yeah, he's talking out loud.
Just to correct things, we're only helping out with the fog. We're not friends.
Are we not? Did we not toast to being friends?
I appreciated the thought, but I wouldn't think of that. I'm nearly finished with this map.
I think he has intimacy issues.
Yeah, I agree.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
Qui-Gon, before I leave, I appreciate everything you've done for us. The map, the pins,
Starts just randomly going.
You okay? The food.
Yeah, they just have a very
Qui-Gon.
strange smell all of a sudden.
Qui-Gon,
Sorry.
I didn't get paid last week.
I pay you by paying your mother. You know the rules.
I'm joking.
What is that?
But if I die, I suppose I quit.
I might be looking for another apprentice.
I
Joke.
I begin to like head out now.
As he's going out, you just see him going. Nice. Turns around and begins to wander back in.
Okay.
Now it's getting quite late.
Mhm.
You said you were gonna head out. The dawn is dusk. The dusk is
We said
settling in. Sorry.
yeah.
Is settling in. You're losing that bit of light from the day.
Okay. What did Qui-Gon give us? Rabbit, didn't he?
2 small rabbits.
2 small rabbits. I'm just gonna say this out of games. Do we make like a team infantry? Do you want to make a team infantry?
I can do a team inventory.
I suppose it depends, because like you can say one thing is designated to another person, but I feel like if you have something on your person,
Yeah.
it's technically
I don't mind carrying the 2 rabbits. I'm just saying that I'm willing to put them into the team infantry. That's what I'm saying.
Like it's for everyone kind of thing is basically.
Yeah. So, do you want me to write down like team infantry or something? Or...
I'll write it down. I'll keep track
Okay,
of team
thanks,
infantry.
Emma.
You currently have 2 rabbits. Awesome.
Cool.
Now what? Now he's kind of had a gist that he's going east.
Just quickly, Dora's character. I know she's not here. Now, is she going to meet? Is she going to meet us in the fog? Is she going to meet us?
You won't know till I know where yous are. I have to see where yous are in order to know where she comes up.
Okay, that's fine.
Don't worry about that at the moment. I'm keeping track in my head of what she's doing.
Okay, I agree. That's no worries.
She had some plans.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
But no. Coming to it now, I'll say you collectively find yourselves maybe back at Gabriel's, alone enough to kind of discuss what it is you're actually doing. Like, what is the plan?
I let Snowflake out as well. Obviously, and she can.
I can breathe. Yay!
Breathe. I'm guessing Yanni's still here as well, so that's nice as well.
Yanni's currently with your mum.
Okay. So do you guys want to make yourself at home? There's not a lot of space, but just get a bed as much as you can.
You won't be sleeping. You said that you were going out in night time.
Oh, did we? Okay, I
Yeah,
thought dawn.
that
I
was the
thought dawn.
agreement.
Sorry. Okay, I apologise.
No, that's alright. They said you get to go out at dusk.
Okay, scrap that then. Okay. So, is everyone ready to go? Does anyone need anything? Please.
Nope.
No.
But
I am.
I don't need anything.
Okay. Sorry, my dishwasher's making a hell of a noise.
Sorry, we can't hear it. It's fine.
Yeah, luckily it's not getting picked up, so.
No, we can't hear it. It's fine.
Okay. I'm going to turn to Stephen quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Sean.
Hi.
Stephen. This biting. It won't affect our journey, will it?
No.
Can you guarantee us?
I guarantee.
Okay. Well, if you need anything, just holler. Okay.
All right, I will do.
No worries. Okay. I'm ready to go out if everyone else is.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm
Now,
ready.
you have a further 3 options, even going east.
Mm-hmm.
So, these all begin to head towards the fog, the edge of the fence. Now, the direction of east has probably 3 possible directions you can go to. To the left, you're heading more northeast, which kind of brings you a little bit closer to the outer bits of the hills where the farms are, and heading a little bit more up that way. You'll see you're heading up a bit more of an up climb. If you head central, you follow the lead that Snowflake found. Or if you head southeast, you begin to head a little bit towards the main road, which is where some of you travelled from, which kind of just like leads you a little bit more to like a more pathwise. You might come across some more people, but it is still close to the forest area enough that it's not too in the danger of the woods. But one is more pathway, one is more upcline, and one is more wood central. So it's up to you what direction you go in. I'm just going to quickly pee to let you decide.
I think we should go the middle way.
I would like to go, but it's obviously up to you guys. I would like to go the way that oh my god, Liv's character found the bloodstains from my friend.
Yeah, that's the middle way.
Is that central?
Is that middle?
What is that? What the tip was? Your character gave Liv.
Yeah.
It's a good place to start. Anywhere that leads us close to the children definitely is a good spot to start. What was the first option again?
Like up, it's left, so it's like up the hills more.
Okay. Yeah.
Whereas the middle is like into the woods, and then the right is more pathway.
Yeah, I say central.
If you go central then, guys, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Go in central.
Okay. Central.
Yeah. Good.
Central. She can't hear us, can she?
No.
Central. Central, please.
Central. Okay, cool.
I think
we'll
Emma-
take a,
I think
we'll
Emma
take
knew
a
we
central,
were
please,
going
Pete. Oh, you never.
I heard Liv speaking. I couldn't quite hear. Sorry.
What?
Is Liv saying something? I couldn't quite
Oh, I said that I bet Emma knew we were gonna pick that one.
It was probably my strongest out of those ones, yeah. Just because it's a trail, it's a lead. Do you know what I mean? But I was prepared for the other ones.
No, you weren't. Don't lie.
Yes, I was. Because you told me east.
East. I thought you said west.
West.
The DM's best things are always when they're unplanned and unpredicted.
Yeah, I didn't plan too much into it.
Because
I'm literally they go central, left. They basically go left, middle, or right. Is basically what I've written.
Unplanned sounds like my sex life.
Vinda Veneer would have found his wife without Emma's imagination on the spot.
I am king of winging it. No, I'm kidding. Queen of winging it. Who gives a shit?
Of 2024, Emma. Can be who you want to be.
Kill me. Right, continuing on. So central. So you guys begin to head into. Now this isn't the dark wood. Just to give you a kind of a heads up, what a head is just the general kind of wood. So think of your ordinary forestry wood. Somewhere you go hiking and walking, but it's quite thick, quite dense. The trees are quite intense and large, and go up quite tall. But as you all stand at the fence, now the question is, who's taking the first plunge?
Me.
I mean, I wasn't going to say upright it should be me, but if we're following the trail that Snow, I've forgotten her name, that the character's name.
Snowflake.
Snow
Oh, you
White.
can call her Snow.
Snowflake.
Snowflake. I don't know why I thought Snow White.
I mean, you can call her Snow.
They can call me Snow if you want.
Yeah, that she should go first. Does anyone have any like dark vision? If I'm allowed to
I don't
ask.
actually know. I don't know. I need to have a look
It'll
at
be in the app. It'll say whether you have dark vision or not. In
Oh.
your notes, towards the back, humans. So Stephen and Henrik do not.
Although technically
Oh.
speaking,
Ryan should do. He's a half elf.
because I was just thinking, like anyone that has more provision of seeing things in the dark would probably benefit us. Because the last thing we want to do is draw attention with like candles.
Oh yeah. Okay, so you're gonna go.
I
like...
do have dark vision. Yeah, sorry, I was just texting back to someone.
I have dark vision, I think.
Would Liv's character also sparkle?
Yeah, sorry
Yeah,
guys.
so she will give a faint glow. Yes.
But
Like, it's classified as a dim light, so it's like 30 feet dim light.
okay, but it's like enough that we could see ahead.
It'll create. It'll You'll be able to see ahead with her in front.
Cool.
It won't be great vision, but it'll be as if someone's holding like a really crappy torch, so on their phone, like walking through the dark woods.
Yeah. Again, just trying to cause the least attention to us.
So, Liv, are you going in first?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, as you're all kind of collectively at the fence, Liv, you fly out with it being quite clear. There's no one really around.
Mhm.
Now, Liv begins to fly in, and nothing happens. She goes into the fog, and you see through it the faint vision that she is. And you don't go too far, Liv, because you're basically testing the waters. You kind of did like that quick like dunging into a pool, like just like quickly.
Yeah, I'm gonna like zip in and zip back out really quick.
Yeah, just like. So she goes in, you see the faint light buzzing around to test it, and then quickly comes back out, and she looks fine. Untouched.
I didn't turn into dust.
I see.
Who's next? The faint voice of the DM appears.
I'll walk into the fog.
You're gonna okay.
You're going in?
Yeah, I'll go in.
Okay, so after seeing the fairy go in, you begin to put your foot forward and go through. And you feel fine. And nothing happens.
I'll sort of lean back and stick my head out and be like, I'm okay.
Yeah. Who follows?
Henrik, you're a human. You're brave.
Sure. I whip out my map
Mm-hmm.
and try to get like our bearings.
Mm-hmm.
Based on the map, is there a safe route to take where we want to go?
Central has no road, so it's just wood.
Okay, I just say it to everyone. Doesn't seem to be a straight path. It's all just woodland, so be careful. In this fog, it's going to be way more dangerous.
I I turn to Stephen now as well.
Mm-hmm.
After you.
Yes.
Okay. Use. So just so I get this right, Cook was going in, and then Stephen afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah.
So one by one, you all go in, and nothing's happening. You feel fine, perfectly well. You don't even feel tingling, other than it just being a bit misty and cloggy. You know, that kind of fog, damp feeling in the air kind of thing. But other than that, nothing else.
The
It's
trail of blood. The trail of blood that
It's
we're following.
it was very faint. There's not a lot.
I
She
was
saw
gonna say
speckles, and then it goes in a direction.
from in here though, from inside the fog.
Mm.
Has it changed color? Has it disappeared? Has it got worse?
You actually haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
You discussed it, and she brought you to the direction that it went in. And there's maybe like a little dry patch of red, but there's you didn't see the original like trailer, but you can see a little patch of red. I'll say.
Okay. All right.
You're the only one not in
So
yet. I think. Yeah.
anyone not in? Liv went out, didn't she? But I think did she go back in, Liv?
Did you go
We
back in?
forgot to save the fairies.
Shit, we did.
Oh no.
My
But is-
fairy friend.
You can always come back.
Yeah, we can. What were you asking me, Ryan?
Have you come back out of the fog?
Oh, I went in and out just to let you know that I was fine, but obviously, if yous are all going in, I'm sticking with yous. And then I think what I'm gonna do is I'll be kind of like a scout because obviously I can fly, so I can kind of go forward and try and figure out a path that we can take that's safe for the whole group.
Okay. I will go in, Emma.
Mm-hmm.
I will use light cantrip.
Mm-hmm.
And I will, begin to walking forward.
Just so you know, so Ryan's speckles of light that he casts is like basically like flickerings of green light that just appears like almost like appearing out of air to create this ambience of light around him. It gives you a little bit more of a light as you're traveling, as well as snowflakes as you're going in. Ryan,
I suggest we stay close.
Yes.
You hear or see anything? Shout.
Will do.
Snowflake, can you get higher ground?
I can, yeah.
You can fly up into the treetops.
Stay high, but stay within range, okay?
Can I try something?
Mm-hmm.
Can I want to stay. I'm going to tell the guys to just stay where they are for a second. And I want to just fly literally up. And I want to see how far up this fog goes.
So it doesn't go I'll say you don't need to roll anything for this because it's very simply done. It's a very low dense fog. It's only reaches maybe like I'd say about 10 foot in the air.
And when I fly out of the fog,
The
how
treetop is clear.
And how far does it look like it extends? Like if
Ongoing. That is far beyond. As far as you can see visually without an extra perception check, it just keeps going. Especially mainly in the direction you're surrounding you, it does, but it only actually rises up around about 10 foot. So
and
it's
then
not sky
and when I
high.
turn around, I can see just that the village has got no fog.
Yes.
That's
It's a very
so-
obscure way to look at it. It's like a blockade wall, but now that you're in the fog, and from where you are, you can see it wisping at its corners. So it looks very odd.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna fly back down,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna say to Gabriel, I've just had a look. The fog's not that high, but as far as I can see, it doesn't finish.
Aye. Okay. I suggest we go a little further. And see what we see.
Sounds
Okay.
good to me.
It's going to be a choice going forward, guys. You can
Yeah.
either roll perception checks, investigation checks, or survival, depending what you all pick. Depends on how the outcome goes and kind of how well you do with things. So, what are you rolling? And
Well, I've
get-
got proficiency in survival, so I'm gonna roll survival.
Okay.
I kind of want to do something, but I don't know if it's going to get us into trouble.
What do you want to do?
I'm not sure yet. I don't know. I might save it.
I
don't know.
got 18 in survival.
18.
Yeah.
I'll do survival as well.
What did you get, Cook?
Ooh, I got 23.
Nice.
18 plus 5.
Nice. Everyone else?
I will roll perception. I got a nat 20.
Nice.
High
Ooh.
rollers tonight.
Well,
Sorry, group. I got an 8 plus 3 on survival, so 9, 10, 11.
roll.
Yeah, man, it's
So
not
you
bad
need to
above,
check what you've got to check in survival. So you need to check it's either survival, perception, or to investigation.
Perception, survival, or
Investigation.
Investigation.
Check which one you have more of a proficiency in.
I still would have picked survival probably.
Pretty good with survival.
Survival plus.
I will survive.
Get rid of investigation. No one's done
So you're
investigation.
gonna
I will investigate.
Survival.
Yeah, Emma, I'm gonna do something in a minute. Once you've done this, I'm gonna try something.
21.
Yeah. Right, Sean got 21.
Okay, it was a group one, so anyone who got like a little bit below, but averagely is pretty fucking stellar. I'll say it. So for Ryan, yours is survival wise makes sense that yours is actually a little bit low because you've actually not been out of into the forest properly. You've maybe popped out like here and there kind of thing to just do some gathering, but you've never actually fully gone out into the woods.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, this is probably the first time. Actually, no, you'll have travelled out before, but by road. So again, not wood by wood. So it's not your expertise.
Yeah. Before, like, can I seem like a little bit nervous? You know, like how, do you remember how like Frodo first goes out into like where he's like been as far as he's gone, sort of thing. He starts like getting a bit shaky and a bit nervous. I'm a little bit like that.
Mm-hmm. So I'll say you maybe withdraw to the back of the group as well, like a little bit on edge.
Yeah.
Now, for everyone else, you all did kind of tremendously well. So we'll do the survivalists first. So that's what you kind of got, Ryan. So I'll say, Ryan, you're able to kind of like keep up with everyone, but your mind's kind of blockading you from like actually focusing on everything else. The 18 and the 23. Now, Liv, traversing woods isn't necessarily an issue for you for one particular reason. You feel the woods in a very different way to what everyone else is feeling it. For you, traversing it isn't about looking with your eyes, but sensing it with the feeling of it. You can almost like feel the footsteps that the woodland creatures are making off in the distance. You can hear the almost like echoes of the trees and the feelings, and there's something about the woods itself that just kind of speaks to you in a way that it doesn't with everyone else. So for you, it's almost like following an instinct, a guide, rather than looking to find this survival pattern to make your way forward. So for you, you're able to not only feel this kind of thing, but there is a sensation within the woods as if it's like telling you something. It's almost like, because it knows what you're trying to search for. You've set yourself a goal that you're following this trail. So it's almost as if the woods is guiding you. Every time you're beginning to like divert a little bit, everyone's looking around trying to figure out where to kind of go with this. You kind of get that slight tingling sensation of like, it's almost like tunnel vision where like the wood feels like it's creeping in into a certain direction. You can't help but just feel going that way. So it's kind of like almost directionary, like guiding you to where you need to go, where you're mentally trying to get to anyway. Whereas with Cook, yours is completely different. 23, this is your adept nature. This is what you do. This is what you've been doing for a very long time. You were given a blood trail, and instantly you took like a quick thing, showing it with everyone else. You were probably 23. You were probably one of the first ones to pick it up, along with Eden. Kind of like those little splatters. Now, eventually, the blood trail is actually, for all of you, does disappear. But what you pick up is footsteps. Eden, with a natural 20, you'll have seen it first, but it's actually you who, like, you pick up like maybe the indentations and you point it out, but it's actually Cook who finds it properly. Collection of people, different varying foot sizes, and it's quite odd because at first you think, oh my god, was this where the children will play? Then you're like, no, they're too big, and also they're a bit chaotic. And then that's where you, Cook, also spot the fact that there is like indentations of 2 trails. That's like sliding. That's when you kind of realize it is a trail of like what would be cart wheels going through it. So there's like almost as if something was being brought through. And oddly, it's in the same direction where the blood trail goes off to. Now, so despite the fact that the blood trail ends, a new trail almost picks up with this, which kind of keeps you on the lingering with it. Now, same with kind of Sean, the perception bit. Now, used to, that's the survival element, kind of done with it, using the actual ground and the earth and everything else. You're able to kind of keep with it. Sarah and Sean, now you kind of do something a little bit differently. Sean, with a 21, not a natural though, you, more than anything, while everyone else is kind of like looking at the ground and the earth, you hear something in the distance. It's like a chattering. There's voices. You pick it up and smell. Now, it's a strange smell, and this is where you, Eden, also smell it. Because you've probably come across it a couple of times before, but there's a strange smell of like, kind of like there's a metalwork kind of smell to it. Parts and something off, maybe some sort of like spice. You're not sure. But there's just something in the distance, and you can both smell an odd smell. And one particular one, you smell wet dog. You especially, Son. You're like, oh, it's like a hound of some kind. It's no? What is it? You're not sure yet. But you, Eden, there's something about it just tingles your ears and everything else around your spine over your neck. And you also feel a strange sensation. And this is where you begin to hear the voices too, picking it up. There's roughly a group nearby, and you begin to hear it. And it's roughly around about 30 feet. No, it's more than that. I'd say about 60 feet through the tree line ahead.
Okay.
What do you do?
I'll tell the others that what I've heard and what I can smell.
I'll say, like, you collectively share all your gatherings with each other.
I don't know about the smell, but I tell you this: creatures don't leave footprints like that, or cartwheels.
No.
If it's the same
They're-
voices, chances are this might be them.
Yeah, they're not too far ahead of us either. Not really.
Well, I'm sniffing. I say, I'm gonna guess like 60 feet.
I'll say with you 21, you can tell how far away the distance is.
Yeah.
Wait, how do you know this?
You can smell it.
Smell it.
I can smell it.
I heard the voices. There's a group of them.
Okay, that's more believable.
Now,
I mean, he bites people. Do you really
Liv,
think he wouldn't be able to smell?
Yeah.
you get a strange warning sensation.
And then my doesn't matter.
What do I? What?
It's a
What-
feeling you've not had in a while,
Yeah.
but you get a very dark sensation of grim.
Okay.
Almost
When
like a deep feeling.
when when was the last time I felt it?
Probably the last time you were in the dark woods.
Okay.
You've had it was many, many years ago now, but it's been a while. Not the same kind of thing, but it's that feeling of that feeling. So something ahead gives you that
I'm
feeling.
gonna, with that feeling, I'd say I feel a little bit uncomfortable because I don't know what's ahead. So I'm gonna come down because I don't want to draw too much attention. Because obviously, if we're in the fog and I'm glistening a little bit, other people will be able to see it as well. So I'm gonna fly down onto Gabriel's shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
So it maybe looks like the light could be like a natural light rather than a myth.
Yeah.
And I am gonna turn around to Gabriel and say, I have a bad feeling about this.
Right.
I
Go on.
I can feel the power of Grim. Very, very close.
Okay. Now the question is, do we carry on? Do we stay here? Or do we head in another direction?
That's
I said,
because I
I
have
said,
no combat skills.
I said that to everyone as well.
Okay, I wasn't sure if that was addressed to just Liv.
Sorry.
I'd say.
I said what I said out loud, so you'll all be able to hear what I said.
Oh, got you now. Okay, in that case, I say.
Mm.
Well, regardless, whatever it is that's taking these children, most likely this is the culprit. Now we go in stealthily, try not to draw too much attention. So I point to Liv's character, best you go hiding yourself. Don't want to cause too much attention.
Mm.
What do you think?
Okay.
Plan.
So we go in and we don't make a sound. Is that the plan?
Well, I want to see what we're dealing with. If it's something we can kill, we can kill it. If not, could be worth taking it back up to the village.
Okay.
Mhm.
Hey, which one of us is the quietest? Like, on foot?
Well,
Would I-
technically,
Would I be the quietest? But is
Technically,
there?
Liv, yeah.
Can I? Because obviously, how you explained it to me, I don't need my wings to fly.
Yeah. You
Uh,
technically are the quietest, but you are the most visible is the issue.
what if Gabriel put some sort of material over me? Not like my.
You can choose, just so I know, you can choose to dim your light, but it limits your flying. You won't be able to fly.
wait.
That's even better. I'll just walk on the ground because I won't be seen then.
You'll be like a mouse just running down. So imagine basically like withdrawing your like ice within yourself to dim your light, but it stops you from flying. So you can scurry across the floor on foot. Yes.
I would like to do that, and I want to stealthily go into this place and see what's going on, so I can inform the group
Okay.
what's going on.
If everyone's agreeing with that, I'll have Liv roll a stealth check.
I say to
With
her,
advantage.
well, if you're going, might be worth taking this. And I go to find a leaf, if I can.
Okay.
I just give it to her to sort of like wrap her
Can I
around.
Can I also give myself bardic inspiration, please?
Yes, you can.
Thank you. Is it a D4 at the minute?
No, I'm pretty sure you have a D6. I think it starts with a D6 and then it increases to a D12, a D8, and then to D12 there.
Okay, so I'll roll my. Is it stealth? Yeah.
Yes.
18 plus 1, so
Ooh.
that's 19, and then a D6 plus 3, so 22.
22. Nice. So you eventually see that Snow flies down, and that beautiful light that she glistened, you kind of see almost like disappears slowly as her color of white light just turns to just a white singular fairy. And she gets the little leaf you've given her, wraps it round her, and quickly turns around her, and you just see in between these little bushes in the distance you have directed, she begins running through, and you lose sight of her instantly.
Okay.
Tiny in the dark. Yeah, that's right. Now, Liv, I'll give you a kind of a gist of what you get. We'll see when you get there, and then we'll do a perception check or whatever you'd like when you kind of get there. So, you come to an opening. Now, I don't mean an opening as in like it's just wide open field. What I mean is there's just a section of the trees where they've diverted a little bit further away from each other. There's a bit more of a gap, and hiding yourself behind what I'll say is kind of like a one of the tree trunks. You camber yourself over and get a look in the distance, and what you see is roughly around about 10 to possibly 12 figures.
Yeah.
Roughly, mostly human from what you can see. It's a little bit hard to tell, but maybe a good third of them are all covered in their hoods. There's like a hood, but the one thing you do notice that they are all wearing the same hood, the same cloak. It's a green with a strange kind of twisted kind of feeling to it, and in the front it raffles around to the back. Now I won't say you see what it's on them at the moment, but that's the general gist of what you have. There is a feeling of authority. There is someone in the center of this opening that's gesturing to the others. There's 2 carts with no horses, just the carts with stuff inside them. Some seem to be regular supplies, and then in others, cages. Silver-like cage. In the middle, right next to one of the mans behind him, is a very large cage. Here, I can't see what's in it.
Silver.
it's just a huge cage. And then to the right-hand side, there's another. So there's a collection of strange just cages. Now, if you want to see anything further, I'll have to say you'll have to roll a perception.
Yes, I'd like to roll a perception check. 17.
17. So I'll say what you see on the emblem of the people is there is a kind of like circular inbuilt like kind of like tag that's keeping these hoods together. In the center is what seems to be a tree. Just a tree with like roots that grow down and kind of like it's a strange little symbol, but not too elegant or over the top, but simply brass. And then to 17, I'll say what you see is there is 2 cages in one of the carts. One, you only see the tufts of something black and furry. In the other is a woman with a simple clothing, cramped up in this tiny, tiny silver cage, arms wrapped up, dark black hair with like faint pale skin, eyes green, flickering around, looking at all of them, looking very displeased, very angry.
Yeah.
And there is chattering amongst them, but don't chatter.
I would like to sneakily go back to the group and relay all that information that you've told me to the group.
Everything I've just described is all
Yeah.
back.
Okay.
Probably some bits and pieces I need filled in. Just because I think I missed some of that.
Oh, sorry. So she saw there's an opening, like where a couple of the trees kind of scatter up, and there's a little bit. There's 2 carts, but no horses. Roughly 10 to 12 people, and all of them wearing the same cloak, a dark green with an emblem on it, with a tree with roots that go down.
Could I take a
silver cages?
Could I do a religion check or a history check on the symbol, the emblem?
Either. It's up to you. You'll get.
I'll take a religion check.
A religion check. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'll continue quickly explaining to Cook while you're doing your roll. There was some cages. There's one very large cage which Liv couldn't see anything in it. And then inside one of the carts was 2 other cages. One a human size with a woman inside, and the other bigger, but you couldn't quite make out what was fully in it except you saw the tuft of something laying down with black fur. That was
I got an 18 for my religion.
18. Okay. So I'll say this now. Nothing about a group that has this as representation, but the symbol used is very odd. Religion. Now the tree normally, and especially ones that have like long kind of roots. Anything with strong roots is normally one quite a faithful dedication to the origami, but also the narrator, as it is believed that most strong ideas of strong roots came from him. Like creating your stories with the strong roots bearing down, laying your roots, that kind of thing. Another kind of thing behind it is it also links to what is known as it could relate to the elder trees of kind of like written in history. But what I would say religion wise is it refers to the great roots of the golden apple tree.
I relay all that information you just told me to the group.
Yeah. You're not sure what it means to these people or why they use it, but it's that kind of symbolic.
And then I'll say as well, these people out there, they could be friendly, but my guess is probably not.
I don't know. I mean, it all sounds a bit too specific. I mean, based on all of what I'm hearing, it seems like they got a creature caged up, but The fact that it
Aye.
only goes after children?
You're a hunter. You must know how to keep a certain creature.
I turn to Liv's character and say, did you say that the bars were silver?
Yes.
Would that sort of tie into the Grimwolf story that we've heard so much about?
There is a strong kind of elements where silver's not just used for like, it's mostly used for grim, but particularly it's used for the grim creatures that travel at night. It has a very long kind of history to the first ever use of it was against the first ever lycanthrope. But generally is a weapon. Most hunters will silver their knives, silver their arrows if they can afford it. Especially nighttime dwelling creatures of Grim. But it doesn't work on all Grim, but it can be very effective, especially of those who are twilight dwellers, nighttime creatures. Yes.
Sorry, Emma. I forgot to do something. You said we was in a forest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I make a nature check in the
Yes.
forest?
Oh, what was I going to ask? What
What was your
other
roll?
did Liv describe the signal or the symbol that they had on them?
Yes, so that was described to you. You are all aware of what it is, and then Gabriel has informed a little bit extra details about the possible symbology of it.
I turned to
I don't.
Gabriel. Oh,
Yeah. Go on, Cook. Go.
I was quickly going to turn to Gabriel. Does this association, does this group worship anything big, creature-esque?
No,
No.
you don't know anything about the group.
I don't know too much about the group. All I know is that the tree for me is a bit weird. Like, it's normally the apple, like White said, which would, in my eyes, it confuses me a little bit. But yeah, it's not really like religion-ish. It's more just they worship that. Is that right?
Possibly, you don't know.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, I'm not sure myself. Basically,
The check he got was on the symbology of the symbol. He doesn't even know why they're using it or what it means to them.
I got an 18 for my nature check.
18. What are you trying to determine within the nature
I'm trying to determine if this forest is. Now, I'm being very spectacle here. I'm trying to see if this forest is keeping us in here. Like, has any trees moved? Has any like branches sort of moved as we've gone into the fog?
Now, you've heard stories of them doing this. However, this would be in the dark woods that you've heard the mists of moving creatures and trees and the woods coming alive. You're still in the general woods. This is a wood that's traversed by people. So it's not necessarily of that kind of danger to you that you're aware of, anyway.
Mhm.
But looking around, you don't see anything in particular.
Okay.
You do. I'll say you kind of get the vibes that you can see that a couple of trees have been cut down around here. So it is a general kind of a place that people have come to.
What
gather
about
from.
flowers and stuff? Anything I can take? Anything worth useful for me?
Oh yeah, there's plenty of flowers that you could probably take around here. So let's have a little look. You could probably take there's some general like meadow rue. Got some.
Can I just take what I can take, Emma?
Yeah, I'll write you a little list based on everything that you got, and I'll send it over to you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. But yeah, sorry. What he's doing? What's the plan? It gets darker by the minute at this point, and the night is going on and on.
Given my knowledge, this creature only seems to come out at night.
Aye.
As far as I know, it also potentially takes children.
Aye.
I'll be quite frank, I still don't know. All I can really say is that if that cage is made out of silver, silver would be a good weapon against it.
Sean,
Yeah.
can you roll me a perception check with advantage, please?
Advantage.
Yeah, so you roll it twice. And the highest is the one you take. It's an 8, so you roll again. 19.
19.
19. There. You can smell it. The wet dog smell. But it's not a dog. It's not. Feel it. Like a dog. It's definitely not. Oh, it's angry. You can almost smell the pheromones that it's giving off. The scent in the air. Marked its territory at one point. You smell it. Oh, I'm giving you.
Do we see Sean like
Yeah, Sean will be
change reaction?
kind of like doing whilst you are all just talking. We'll probably get a little bit closer. And we'll just be there going, like sniffing the air.
Stephen, you okay, my friend?
Yes, I'm okay.
Are you sure?
Yes.
What can you smell?
What can you smell? Just been told
Literally just told you.
that you could smell wet dog and stuff.
I can smell wet dog and stuff.
Aye.
Your nose is twitching for wet dog.
No, but I feel that whatever is in that cage, Stephen, our friend, may know a little bit more than what he let on.
I turn to Gabriel and be like, you're not actually suggesting this could be possibly a Grimwolf.
I've only ever heard stories, and if it is, we need to arm ourselves.
Well, last time I checked, none of us had carrying any silver. To be honest, I'm not sure silver would even work.
Who says we need silver?
Mm.
I have a very good war hammer here.
As we're having this discussion,
Who's closest to what's going on right now? Actually,
Sorry, Emma.
Eden. Because you're the only one that got a natural 20. Because everyone's been delaying and just talking idly, not sure what they're doing. You begin to actually notice twitch in your ear as you turn your head. Someone's listening. In the corner, you see the hearing out blends in perfectly, almost just with a natural 20. You spot it. The green tip of a hood from what Snowflake's already said. Someone's listening. You haven't been quiet.
who's this addressed to?
Eden.
Me. Okay. Someone's listening to us. There's someone
Alright,
around.
no problem.
Are they whispering? Is Eden whispering?
I will allow you.
Yeah,
to
I'll
whisper,
whisper it.
I turn to him. Go. Which direction? Don't point. Just nod.
Which direction are they coming from?
So it's like the snowflake came from like behind you where that is, so it's a little bit just to the like left kind of.
Okay, I'll just sort of nudge my head back like that and be like, that way.
I'm gonna turn to everyone and be like, you guys pretend that you keep talking. I'm gonna see if I can sneak around him.
Be careful.
Yes, Ryan.
I'm gonna use a spell.
Okay.
I'm going to put. I'm gonna use bless.
Okay. On.
Cook, Eden,
Mm-hmm.
and Snowflake.
Snowflake. Okay.
I did get a 14.
14. Now bless gives them a +4, doesn't it?
+4, yes.
+4. So I'll. It's up to you if you want to use that for your. Is it a saving throw or just a?
It's before a saving throw.
Yeah. So to you three, any saving throw I tell you to do is a +4 to it as well. No, a D4. You get a D4 extra to roll to add to it.
Okay.
Is Liv still there? She's been quite quiet. Did I miss her pop out?
I haven't heard anything or seen anything.
No.
I'll just send a little message, but I'll continue. I'm not sure. So Cookie, what did you get for your stealth sir again?
14.
14. Okay. Now, keeping you stealth, you begin to head in the direction of where Eden was pointing out. You're very keeping to yourself, trying to be as quiet as possible whilst the others are continuing their talk. But you don't see any.
What? No one at all?
And as you're looking around and you spend like a good minute or so just like you don't see it. You don't see a person or a peep. You go to turn around towards the others and you feel the blade to your throat. And a voice. Who's been piping?
The only one that's piping is you.
Here's a chance. Leave. Now. You saw nothing. Alright?
I'm afraid I can't do that. Killing people's one thing, but killing children.
Now the voice changes. It goes, what? I don't know what you're talking about.
You heard
And
me.
he gets a bit confused and he goes, you're not here for the Grim?
The Grim? Fuck no. I'm out here just trying to kill these
He
kids.
turns you around and you see like a hooded figure with like a green hood up, so you can only see his eyes, which are like just brown, and he looks human, and he holds the knife up towards you. Why the
Sorry, what was it?
Oh, he said, why the fuck are you here then?
I'm out here looking for whatever's taking these kids. And don't know if you've noticed, but we seem to be having a bit of fog lately.
His eyes flicker around, confused, not sure in what you're saying by the looks of it. I don't know anything about kids. If you're not here for the Grim, then fine. Go looking for your kids. But they're not here.
You sure about that? I mean, that cage that you had over there looks also suspicious. I mean, I don't want to fall into myth, but I would say that that's pretty big cage for something that you want locking up.
He pushes like the knife forward a little bit and he goes, "How about you keep your nabs out of it? Huh? You're only here for children, right? Have a look around. Do you see kids around here? I know they're small, but there's no kids in those cages."
So what are you keeping in that cage?
It's none of your fucking damn business.
Fucking A right, it is my business. Anything like that seems dangerous.
We've got it under control.
Do you?
They're in cages, are they?
What about the
What are
empty
you?
one?
None of them.
Wasn't one of them empty? Like just
I said Liv didn't see anything.
it looked empty.
Now his eyes kind of twitch a little bit and he goes, "Good."
If you feel in any way that those creatures are responsible for taking children, you know it has to be destroyed.
We're dealing with it. And one's not big enough to eat a child yet.
What isn't big enough?
What's this about kids? Lost a little one? Because no grim in our cages has dealt with.
You try telling the townsfolk. They'll be wanting answers. They'll be wanting something.
Has Ricky and Roger grassed us up? And you see he puts his knife closer to your throat. Huh? They've been spilling.
I don't know who you mean.
And I don't know nothing about no kids. So do yourself a favour. You need a little troop. Turn round. Forget you saw anything. Fuck off.
Do it here now.
You telling them to do it.
No. I should say now. I want to give like an eye gesture, so it'll be like, so it looks like I'm turning to someone like behind him, and like do it now.
Oh, okay. Roll me a deception check. Deception check.
16.
He kind of flinches back, and you see him twisting his head a little bit.
I want to do a surprise attack, like while he's distracted.
Okay, roll me an attack. I'll say because you did distract him perfectly. I'll give you advantage on that.
Are we just talking fists?
I mean, you've got a weapon, but like I wouldn't say a bow or anything like that. But just maybe if you've got a dagger on you, you can use that. But
yeah, I'll just use my short sword.
Go for it.
With advantage, you say?
Yeah. Now this will cause a bit of disturbance. I'll have everyone else roll me a perception check. Hear it, because it'll be.
What check?
Perception. Perception. Sorry.
Sorry, I went to the toilet, Sean.
It wasn't.
I don't know
much.
where Liv's gone.
Yeah, she's on the toilet.
What did you get?
It was 11. Didn't roll well.
I'm afraid. I'll say you go to swing with your sword.
I got 18.
18, yeah, Sean? Ryan, sorry?
I got 15.
15 and 18, okay. I'll get it to Sarah in a second. Don't know what's happened with Liv. You lunge forward with your sword and give a quick swipe, but he's just too quick, and he dodges back, pulls out, like, instead of the dagger, a full sword, and he's almost clang a little bit. And that clang against the two swords is what alerts you guys over in the distance. And he's like, what is that? As he's turning the direction that Henrik said he was going. And you see he holds his sword, and he goes, do anything again? I shout. But then again, I feel like if I do anything, you shout. How do I come to an agreement with you to leave us peace?
Simple. You help us find out whoever's taken these children. Do that, and we'll leave you be. Otherwise, we have to suspect that you are involved.
Now, at this point, if you choose to, it's up to you if you guys would like coming forward to find Henrik and reveal yourselves, or whether what was the plan with the rest of this.
I will come forward a little, yeah.
Okay. I'll say eventually, like, he sees that there's a couple more people coming. Tell your troops to stay back.
I give them a hand gesture, go like,
Let me go speak to my leader.
I'm coming with you. I then get
I don't
Gabriel
trust
to
it.
forward.
You bring someone else.
Someone else.
Yeah. I don't know what your other party members are doing. Actually, you know what? No. Bring them all. I want to see how many you've got in your group.
Do I see Gabriel?
You can see him. Like, he's one stealthing over. He's came forward.
I usher him to come forward.
Okay, I'll come forward.
I saw another one with a firbolg, another human.
I whisper into Gabriel's ear. It's like, I'm not sure about this lot. They say they're not involved. That they're got some creature.
I didn't give you permission to whisper.
We're negotiating.
You don't negotiate. I said you bring your people, and I bring you to my leader. That was the terms. You can negotiate when I say you can negotiate.
I'd say only a couple of us go.
I said bring them all.
He said a couple.
Make me an intimidation, both of you. He is by himself. So I'm letting you both do it. Eden and Sean, you do hear this. Are you just waiting back? Are you forward? What's the plan?
I'll step forward.
I got my lucky number 13.
I got 15.
The 15. 13, 15. Also, that's enough. And especially with the big furball coming through as well. He just goes, right, whatever. You three then. At least 3 of you.
Who?
1. He points to Cook. 3. If you've got any more, fine. You 3.
I go up to him and be like, you try anything funny?
Same.
With my sword, I'm like...
And he puts it away. And he holds his dagger close to his side.
At the same time, I have my dagger, like, pointed at him. Like, not directly at his back, but, you know, at a distance.
Now he begins bringing the three of you through.
Is he human, Emma?
You don't know. He's
Don't
fully
know.
hooded up with just the slit of his eyes that you can see through it. And he begins bringing you all out into the open. Well, Sean's staying back. Sean, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna stay back.
Now you three begin to come out. I will say
Yeah.
Liv's hiding.
Hmm.
It's not.
Yeah, maybe she's hiding in my
Oh, no.
pocket or something. In my
It's-
coat
I was
pocket again.
she's in your pocket. I don't.
It's probably the best idea.
I know. Maybe the losing of her life a little bit wore her out, so she's kind of depressed.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, and also she wants to hide. So in your pocket, he's begin coming out now. Immediately as he brings you out into the open, you can see the rest of the camp begins to stop, idly in their own kind of things, and they all look a little bit confused. Some of them
How
continue.
many are there of them that we can see?
10 to 12. Now there's a one in the middle, and as he's coming up, you see he's all kind of talking, and now he's ushering. And he's just like, "Come on, now we're packing up. Harley, Danny, what is this? It's more than these three outside. We'll get out the way. Where are we? I've tried. There's too many, and I don't know how many they have in the group. So here, what else?
We caught them snooping around.
Do you say this to him?
Hmm.
He goes, quiet. I've not addressed you yet.
Aye, but we're looking for children. So you address us now.
And you see the one you were talking to originally up to his leader. Some sort of kids. Nothing to do with this. Just answer their questions and go. Kids. Get a barrel. And you see immediately one of them bringing the barrel. Now he's in the center. All of you roll me a perception check.
I've got 18.
6. Shit.
10.
10.
Do I need to?
No, you're not with us.
Ryan, you're the only one that actually spots this, which makes sense because you're probably the only one that'd be actually looking for him and know what to look for. That massive cage in the corner, like right in the center behind, with some barrels next to it. You see on the right hand side of the barrels is a jar, not a jar, sorry, like a cage, and in it are 3 ith. Completely dimmed of their light, looking frail inside.
Okay.
In this big silver, and I'm not finished, in the silver cage next to it, the one that looks empty. You thought it looked empty until you look all the way at the bottom. And right in the center of this very random, huge silver cage is your little friend.
Okay.
Just a tiny little heart right in the middle with hands and arms and eyes. And he sees you. He goes, "Ah."
I don't even look at him. Like, I don't make contact yet.
Now he gets the barrel up this man, pulls his hood down, and you see kind of like greyed hair that kind of slicks a little bit back, bit of a bushy beard, wearing the same kind of attire as everyone else. Brings a couple of barrels, and basically goes, sit.
I prefer to stand.
So,
Very well. And he sits down on his. Then I will sit. What is this about?
Our village, castle.
None of it.
The father's taken some children. We're looking for them. Well, we're looking for the remains.
And you see he questions and he goes, fog.
Sorry, what do you say?
He goes, the fog. Like he's questioning.
Hi, Henrik and Eden here, and myself. We saw the fog take the children.
I will admit that we saw this odd, peculiar fog coming in swiftly. Did nothing. So I do nothing. I care not of it. There's nothing. Not to my men. Nor have. For none of it. Taking children. I'm sorry. But it has nothing to do with me.
But you know of what it could be.
Could be any form of craft. Wizardry, witchery, grim. Who knows?
We have to ask because we've been on this search most of tonight. And you lot are the only suspicious thing that we've come across.
We've been here. You just didn't.
For weeks.
What of it?
I turn to Gabriel and be like, how long have these disappearances been lasting?
How long?
What, the
long?
children disappearances? Literally just as soon as the fogs arrived. That's it.
Yeah.
Within the past couple of days. Like, it's not even been a full day yet. Like, it's literally now.
Just as the fog arrived, which was what? Not even a day.
Eden, make
Yes.
me a charisma saving throw.
Charisma.
+4.
+4, yeah. Alright, 1 second. Where is it?
The tree symbol. I
But
feel
saving throw is my saving throw is +4, so then that's 8, and then plus another 4, so what's 8? So 12 in total.
Come on. What were you going to ask him, Ryan?
the crest, the symbol. I do not. I don't recognize it.
He gives you a strange look and then looks towards the rest of you and he goes, "You don't know."
Should I know who you are?
No. Possibly. Depends how word gets around. If you don't, thank you. Let's keep it.
I will have to stop you on one thing.
Now, just before you continue,
Yeah.
Ryan, Sarah, you fail. And in your head, you hear the strange, soft sensation of a female voice going,
What was that, sorry?
"Help
Can't
me.
hear.
Kill them. Help me out, and I will kill all of them for you. They're bad men. Trap me here. Come do awful things to you. Let me out, and we can kill them. Don't believe him. They're evil." And you feel yourself turning slowly to the cage in the cart behind you. As you see two glaring green eyes of a woman with her head peering over, just looking toward.
Oh.
As this is happening, I'm still having a conversation with the guys in the hoods and be like, but that still doesn't explain why you're hunting down these creatures. For what purpose could you possibly do in it?
These are creatures of Grimm. Why would it matter to you?
Because, as far as I can see, they're the only cause that these children might be disappearing.
I don't know anything about these creatures that could cause such a thing. Well, maybe one.
Aye.
But that one's been long trapped. So unlikely.
Aye. Do you men trade?
To the right people.
Maybe we could have a trade.
Now there's one in the corner that you saw cooking, the one with the thing. You see he's becoming a little nervous as he's like looking around, twiddling with his knife. It depends what you want for trade. Do you have any to offer?
I like the heart you have in the cage.
The heart is forbidden.
You don't know what I have to offer.
You have nothing of worth ever for.
Sorry, guys. I grab my warhammer and I go, I have this to trade.
Gabriel, what are you doing?
You have nothing.
And I'm going to hit him square in the face with my warhammer.
Roll me an attack, please.
D20, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
While he's doing that,
Nat 20. Nat 20.
am I able to make my way over to the cage that the woman is in?
I will allow you to do that stealthily because it'll be
Stealthily.
quite hard to
I
do
got a
so.
nat 20 for my...
I don't know. I think Sarah's got a big distraction.
Right, stealth.
1d10. Where the fuck is my d10?
I got an unnatural 20.
You're not going to believe this. I got a nat 20, and then on my d10 I got a 10.
I don't believe it.
And then you double it.
I can't
Right.
believe it's not a hammer to the face.
I can't believe it's not butter.
To the face.
Okay, let me just quickly going back a second and just relive kind of what's just happened.
Sorry, guys.
You're right.
Oh, it's okay. Do you want me to quickly explain what's happened? I've just seen your message.
Please.
So they were talking too long that one of the scouts scouted you guys out.
Yeah.
Cook intercepted him a bit, and basically they were having like a one-on-one of like, who are you? And you're like, what have you done to the children? And he's like, I don't know what you've done with the children. Nothing's happened with the children. Back and forth. And eventually he's agreed to bring some of you to the center with the leader. He's had basically a minor conversation with him where he's basically said that it's got nothing to do with him. They've been here for weeks. They've basically got Grim in a thing, and they don't care. It's got nothing to do with them. So basically, bugger off. Ryan started asking if they do trade. In the cage that's empty. There's ith on a barrel next to the cage. 3 of them, very weak looking, and in the cage is Ryan's little friend, the little harp.
Oh yeah.
And Ryan is offered to trade his warhammer for the heart, but the man basically went, "Fuck off! You've got nothing of worth for that heart." And he's gone to him square in the face. Whilst in the meantime, Sarah heard the voice of the woman in the cage calling to her.
Yeah.
And he's slowly moved his way back towards. Now, before I get to what Ryan's doing, I need to know what you're doing once you get to the cage, Sarah.
I'm going to take like a really good look at the woman to try and figure out, well, see what she properly see what she looks like. Is she human or is she like...
She looks human, quite fairly beautiful, dark, long black hair, is wearing rags at the moment, quite pale skin, but beautiful green eyes. She looks frail though, as if she's not eaten. A little sickly maybe. And you get up close to her, and now that you're close a little bit, like she's not touching the cage, she's pretty much trapped, and she goes,
What's that, sorry?
"Oh,
You
she
cut out
goes,
there.
Please, let me. He's just waiting for the right moment, and he's going to kill you. They're not going to let survivors leave.
Oh,
You open the door. I'll kill them all.
oh. I don't want to trust it. But also, I don't trust this guy. Oh. I'm sorry, guys. Can I try and let her out?
Yeah, it's fine.
You can roll me a sleight of hand. You've not got any tools, so it's just a straight roll.
Emma, I've done 25 points of damage. So it's fine.
I mean, put this way: if this guy's not our enemy, he definitely is now.
He's definitely fucking dead. Is what he is. A 25-point hit to a civilian dude. This is going to be great. So,
I definitely don't succeed. I got a nat 1.
Ash.
ooh,
Oh.
I will say the rattling of you trying to unloose it actually causes the dude that was talking to Henrik earlier, he notices you, and immediately he sees, hey! And he begins rushing over towards you, and it's at that point that Ryan, you whack straight across the jaw.
As I do it, I'm going to go, that's 9. Because there's 10 people.
I say no. Oh, fuck.
No, Liv, Sean, just because you were kind of in the background with this, I'll allow you to kind of interject in some way. So Sean, Sarah is by a cage trying to let a woman out. Henrik is now pulling out his weapon, and Ryan has bashed right across. Now there's a crack. There's like a and like a tooth maybe comes out and a splatter of blood as the man just lands on the floor. Sean and Liv, what are you doing? Because Liv, we said you were going to be in his pocket, in Ryan's pocket. What
Yeah,
would you
that's
like to do?
I'm just gonna stay in there for now.
Ryan?
I'm going to be a little bit brutal here. Because I feel like he's caged my friend.
Yeah.
Can I finish his head off on the floor?
I'll allow you to swing back around just for flair, just for fun.
Yeah.
Swing back around and slam it down on his face so that it goes like smashes
Lovely.
down. Sean, is he doing anything?
Are you doing anything?
I'm just gonna watch.
Okay.
I'm just gonna enjoy the moment, just watching everyone. Like, yeah.
Henrik, roll me a Christmas saving throw, please.
Fucking
+4, +4.
fucking
You can choose to fail.
Emma, are there any like bricks or rocks near the cage, like on the ground?
I'll say that there's some like heavy metal stones and stuff like that you could pick up.
Did
Okay.
Ryan say it had +4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got 13 +1 +4 18.
9.
Great. Quick question, Sarah. What's your AC?
My AC is I'm pretty sure mine's really low. Where is it? Oh no, mine's 11.
I hate you.
Okay.
As I said, the guy was running over towards you.
Yes.
As you're running over to pick up the stone to go back through and bash the lock of the cage, he comes over, grabs your your shoulder, and with his dagger lunges it into you, into the side, and you take 4 points of piercing damage.
That's not half your health gone.
And he looks around to all of them and he goes, "Get them!" And I'll quickly just get back to Cook for a second. What did you roll, Cook?
18.
18. Okay. You succeed. Right, I'll let everyone do one more action, and then we're ending the session because it's most likely gonna go. And we don't have time. So you all get one thing you can do finally each. Whether it's running somewhere, grabbing something, doing something, setting up the initiative for the next turn.
The guy that you recalled saying sees Sarah's character, tries going towards her.
That's the one that's just stabbed her.
Oh, right. So it's
Yeah.
too late to make a reaction.
Oh no, he got a head start of his.
What other creatures were in the cages?
There's the woman. There's something black and furry in the cage next to her, and there's the ith, and then the cage with a little heart in it.
Couldn't see why they couldn't get involved as well. Depending on how close I am, I'd want to try unlocking one of them.
Which one would you like to unlock? It's clear which one Sarah's tried to unlock.
Yeah.
Because it was very obvious.
I can't, like, would I be able to know which is which? Like, I know that you've got fairies in the other cages, but the firbolg thing.
Oh, you can't tell from where you are, but it's laid down. It's got a fur-like to it, and that's it. Unless you want to rush over on your turn and have a quick glance in. Oh yeah, actually, I didn't actually say that, Sarah, because you're right next to it. Sarah will know, and this will give an inkling what it is. So there's the woman in the cage, and then there is a black wolf.
Okay.
And the other one. Dark green eyes. Bigger than a pup, but it's quite like average sized wolf. And it's currently just like its eyes are glazing around, just sat waiting.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Right, everyone have a quick think. I'm going around with everyone. Anyone ready to give me their answer? Ryan?
I really want to use a cantrip.
Okay.
I can't pronounce it, but I want to use this one.
Thaumaturgy.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I want to really shout, and with my warhammer in the air, I've hold it like two hands, shaking it like that.
Yeah.
And go, Father Taylor.
I like that.
And just trying to intimidate them a little bit.
Okay.
Because obviously I've got this guy's basically head on my warhammer now.
Yes. Look a bit bloody.
I'm gonna free the wolf.
Oh, okay. Roll me a sleight of hand.
I mean, I know this is gonna be messy, but
Oh, I should.
Sean,
I
what are you doing?
got.
Can I be there?
I've
You
just
are
said
there.
you are there.
You are there.
Oh, I am there.
Yeah, and I said,
Yeah.
what is everyone doing for their last option for what they're doing?
I got a 9.
9.
Can I stand next to Cook?
You
Cook's
can rush
character.
over to where Cook is, yeah.
Yeah.
Liv, are you still with us?
I am, yeah.
What are you staying inside? What would you like to do as your last kind of thing?
I will probably is Ryan's character's little friend still in the cage?
Yes.
Would that be I assume because of my size,
Mhm.
can I get in and
You can
out of the
fit through.
cage? Or how
Yes.
big are the bars? Okay.
The bars are so big you could literally just whistle in.
I want to stealthily get out, and I want to be able to go into that cage because I'll want to help out Ryan's friend.
Okay. So this is kind of how it will be. Sean, you, in the midst of all this chaos suddenly unfolding, rush over towards the centre where the mill cart is, where Eden and Henrik is, to get over towards there. Henrik, you attempt to release the wolf, but the lock on it is just too hard to open. But that's what you are now at the center, next to Eden, beginning to get surrounded as all of them begin to either unsheath swords or pull out arrows, getting ready to attack. Eden, you tried to get rid of the woman. Get rid of the woman.
Oh,
Release the woman. Oh, we didn't do your final thing. Sorry. What were you doing in your final
No.
thing?
Could I try and break the lock?
Yes, roll me a strength check. There is a DC.
Please, God. Right, where is it? I got a 6.
These are tough cages, but I'll say we leave off with you after just being stabbed. I'll say you've been stabbed and it was mid-swing. So as you've been stabbed, you've thrown down and it just catches the edge of the cage and doesn't do much. So you're also in the middle of basically combat with this dude. That's where we'll come back with you. And as this kind of all goes off, Liv, you fly into the cage.
See, when I'm leaving Gabriel, can I leave him with bardic inspiration so that, because obviously that lasts up to an hour, so you can, or whatever it is, so you can
get a
use
D6
it.
at the beginning of the next session, right? To add on to ability checks. It's everything but damage, basically. Everything.
Yeah, what does it add on? Sorry.
A D6. You roll
D6.
a D6 and then it gives you a total.
Okay.
You fly in and you fly up to the heart to basically be like, "Are you okay?" No. As you get there, the only thing it does when it sees you is it comes up to you and gives you a big hug. And it doesn't speak, it's just there hugging you.
Okay.
And it's just a smile. And then it ends with Ryan going, "For the Taylor!" as they all get ready to attack.
Are any of them intimidated?
Oh, roll me an intimidation check, we'll see.
I'm feeling a little woozy here, guys.
Do I get the plus roll for the intimidation check?
If you want to use it for that.
Yeah, fuck it, because I want to intimidate some people. Yeah.
Okay.
Was it a +6? No, it was a roll for 6, wasn't it?
You roll a d6.
Yeah. 16.
Okay. 16 to intimidation. I'll say at the beginning of the next session, after seeing their leader's head absolutely smashed to bits, there's a couple there that are like quivering with their bows, and one of them's like, fuck. Like, you know, terror. There is some terror on some of their faces.
Cool.
And that's where we're going to end up.
Cool.
And start again the next session. We're starting a fight.
Well, guys, I got 3 health. It was nice knowing you.
Man, all you had to do was just not do the thing you did. Oh, Ryan.
We'll see what their choices bring us.
I wanted to fight people.
Get prepared. Right, I'm gonna have to go, guys, because I need to sleep.
No worries.
That's
I need
fair.
to pee too.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you later, guys.
Have a good night.
Bye, guys. Bye. Bye.